Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Ninth Warhounds podcast. It's been a minute. We had Thanksgiving, and then I got COVID. So I've been gone for about 3 weeks, just dealing with that. But we're back. I have been testing out all the games. I have been checking everything out. And I just wanted to chat a little bit about that today. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the update to Warzone. So Warzone had an update, and obviously everyone knows we got a new map, Caldera. We also got the Ricochet anti-cheat. Now, there's been a lot of controversy about it. People claiming they can still use aimbot. Things are still going. I have seen a lot less TikToks about it, so it does make sense that potentially it is working. I know they said Christmas Eve they banned something like 49,000 people. So, obviously it's working to some extent. One thing that people have been complaining about is the graphics issues with the map itself, with resolution issues with trees. Things that were happening in Vanguard are now happening in Warzone. I will say playing Plunder on it is a huge change. The map is so massive. Having buildings around the full exterior of the map has made it a game changer. It is 2 million now for Plunder. And when watching a lot of guys play, because I'm not a big BR guy on Warzone. I haven't been as big on it. I am going to start getting into it more, having played Apex and Fortnite, and I'm dabbling in everything, in Halo. I will say the ability to get your loadout to build stuff up. I know they're doing cash drops right in the beginning of it, making it more active, making it a little bit more crazy. So that has been fun. But there is a new rumor out that I just heard today that they're going to bring playlists. So basically they're going to possibly go the route of Apex, where Apex has a couple different maps. And basically you drop in a certain period of time. It's this map, it changes. There is a rumor they want to bring Verdansk back, that they want to change some of the visuals, making a little bit more visually attractive. There's been massive complaints about Caldera. Now, the big problem for me is are the complaints because of the game itself, or are the complaints because people are finding it more difficult to get wins, or they're not getting bot lobbies, or, me being a person who's been playing Fortnite, you do learn, for the first part of the season, I usually go for achievements. I want to level up. I want to get the different skins and earn all this different stuff. And what'll happen is, as you go further and further along, you get more and more difficult lobbies. Now, is that what Warzone's doing? I don't know. It's supposed to be somewhat based on people's skill. I do know when I used to play a lot of trios and duos, they would always put me in the lead role because I was the lowest person, and we would get more bot lobbies. But maybe, I don't know. Some people have been looking at the stats, and a lot of these big time streamers are getting in these low level lobbies, and maybe that's how they're getting wins. I don't know. Maybe Caldera fixed that. I will say the Krampus event is the most annoying event I've ever participated in Call of Duty, because you're just wasting bullets killing Krampus. He's not that hard to kill. Unless you're engaging someone, it's not hard to get rid of him. So I have seen he has benefited some people where you'll start fighting Krampus and you'll see the shots on the map if they're not ghosted or anything, and you go right towards it. You see them shooting Krampus, and he does impede your vision because he's throwing snowballs at you. And then you also have the Elves, which the Elves was a cool addition to me, because the goal is you shoot one and then another one pops up somewhere else, and you basically go through listening for the laughs and you get something. One time I got plates, a plate carrier, and I got a gas mask. So it was kind of a bonus or a benefit to look for that item. So I was super stoked for that. But, I mean, how much of a change? I do know a lot of people do like the fact that the terrain has a huge impact. So you can't be camping out somewhere and try and gain position on somebody because, let's say, for instance, you're down low and you're trying to get up. A lot of these cliffs are not, you can't climb it. You have to find the perfect spot. Now, obviously, as you play it longer and longer and longer, you're going to learn more. You're going to get a little bit better at deciphering which ways to go, spots to go into. I haven't been able to play it as much just because the graphics were bothering me so much. The trees looking ridiculous. I was watching someone stream. Shout out to Gamer-in-Laws on Twitch. Basically, there was like jet streams flying over his head. And it was distracting because if somebody was above you shooting towards you, you wouldn't see any of that because the jet stream little lines were blocking his vision. So there are some minor complaints I have about it, but I think because it is so well established, I know people are mad that it's not a new server. They're continuing on the Modern Warfare servers. They're supposedly going to be moving to a new one. I do have a feeling that indicates the next game is going to be Modern Warfare 2. So there's going to be, there's a little bit of a hint if they're keeping that server active because they usually integrate the newest game in. Now, I did play the entire campaign of Vanguard since we last spoke. Very interesting concept. Loved the campaign. It was a little bit short for me, but I liked it. I do like the multiplayer. Ship House is so much fun, and I do like that they were changing where one was domination, one was team deathmatch, and they're flip-flopping. So you're in the mimicked White House or you're in the shipyard, and it would change which level you're doing what on. That was cool. But it does get annoying after a while just because at a certain point you start spawning into other people's areas, and if you're lucky, you get a couple kills. Usually you're just getting blown up because people are crouching behind something, reloading, and you're in the corner and get annihilated. So I know people aren't happy with Vanguard. They're saying Vanguard is a flop. I enjoyed it, but it did make me feel very nostalgic of Call of Duty World at War. So in that aspect of it, I guess I'm a little bit biased. Now we're going to go into the Halo issues. So I played the what have they called it? The Flight, which is their version of beta, and I enjoyed it. I had some fun. It's a different concept because I feel like you're killing people faster. I know it's not the case because basically you're hearing stuff when your energy is low, so that does kind of throw you for a little bit of a loop because in Call of Duty you're just getting killed and you're dead. And you might go hide somewhere and regain same way you do with Halo. But with Halo, you're hearing the beeping when you're low on health. And then when it regenerates, you do hear it regenerate. So you're full of health. So I think the constant reminder of you being low on health kind of makes it feel like it's a little bit more, I guess, it's faster at dying. But I loved it. But there was a problem with the progression on the Battle Pass. When it first started, it was insane. It was legitimately, you were leveling up fairly quickly. Pardon my drink. And so people were complaining, oh, look, you're leveling up so fast. All someone has to do is play a lot. Well, then they changed it, and all of a sudden, you're legitimately just, it takes forever to level up. I'm going to be drinking, it's not beer, liquid death, it's water. But, so people complained about it. They said they're making changes. I have a friend who has his own podcast called Concon's Cantina, and he was talking about it, and he was just like, the progression system's broken. And mind you, the funniest part about the progression system in Halo is all you earn is you can get different colors, you can different pieces that go on. You can get different, I think the top one is like a different finishing move. So when you shoot them, it's kind of like incendiary rounds on Warzone or multiplayer. And what's crazy to me is that some of these colors make you more obvious. And everyone made the joke of the meme of Peter from Family Guy, and he was dressed like a clown in Vietnam, and he's like, you guys are crazy because everyone's going to be looking for the guys in army uniforms. And it's kind of a joke, but it's true. People are dressing up in these bright colors, and they're making you super obvious. Along the same lines of that, with like Call of Duty, with Vanguard, my hardest problem was trying to decipher who was on my team and who wasn't. Because they're all the same characters. It's not like back in the day where you had Americans and Russians or vice versa, whatever. Whatever your enemy was had a distinct look to them. So that has made it very interesting. Lots of videos on multiplayer where someone's standing in the corner and they're like, oh, wait, what? And they shoot him and kill him. And that's the same thing with Halo. Halo, I'm trying to learn, okay, that's the bad guy. I need to kill the bad guy. It's tough. It's tough. So I'm trying to build up on that. Now, with that being said, I have high hopes for Halo. I love the campaign. The campaign is phenomenal. I don't know how far along I am in it because they changed it. So if you don't want to spoil on how it plays, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference, but skip by 5 minutes. So the campaign is open world. So you basically are wandering into situations. So, one of the big things is you're trying to find the USNC, different teammates, different companies who are stranded, who are taken prisoner or whatever. You also have to get the other forward operating bases. You're supposed to recover those. Now, what I do truly love about this game is the fact that they have these towers everywhere. And you hear the enemy speaking through them almost like propaganda. And what's so cool about it, to me, is you don't know if someone's actually in the area or if it's just one of those speakers, because some of those speakers are right next to little outposts that you just kill them, whatever, it doesn't get you anything, but you have to pass through them. I do think it's kind of cheap, even though I like doing this, but you have the ability to use your grappling hook to climb mountains fairly easy. So when you have a team up high that you want to go save, you're not really battling through anything, really. I can just shoot my grappler, climb up this one way, and then jump in. I do like the fact that when you do free some of the people, they will help you. They're not sitting here like being super helpful, but it can be a tactic to cause a distraction. So remember that when you're playing. And now I truly know why. I think we spoke about this the very last podcast we played. But you can't replay the missions. So it's not like the chapter-based one before where you could go to the main menu and go back and replay that section of it. The one thing I will say is that it's somewhat easy on some of the big bosses, because like one of the things I was doing is I was on one of their ships and I was using the gun on the ship to shoot enemies, just trying to beat the game. Well, I get up to the big baddies, there's 2 of them, and you kill them in 5 seconds because you're using those guns. So I know there is some lacking there, because usually in the game what would happen is there'd be a barrier or something where you couldn't take the vehicle over, so you had to be on foot. You had to use your own weapons. You had to manage your ammo, things like that. I do like the fact that the storyline connects directly back to what I remember from the other Halos. I'm not well versed in Halos, but I do enjoy it. So let us know. Discord link is going to be, website link is going to be in the bio. We are going through a website now for applications for the Warhounds, but go through it because we're having lots of fun. We're putting competitive stuff together. We're trying to get more people to play Warzone, more people to play Apex, more people to play Halo. So come on through. And speaking of Apex, so Apex I dabble in. I have a friend who's really, really good. So it's always sweaty lobbies. But one thing I do love about Apex is I never feel like I'm being hacked on. Like, in Warzone, when you get killed by that person and there's no physical way possible they could have killed you. And if you're lucky, there's a cam and you see it and you're like, well, come on, man. With Apex, there's no real kill cam, but almost every time I get killed, I see where the person saw me and I'm like, well, I guess that was my bad. It is what it is. I love the mechanics behind it. I love the way you can customize your weapons. I do like the fact that there's a very large variety of weapons. So when you are playing trios, I can go anything with a heavy to an energy to a assault. The cool part for me is you're going to cross over with people and weapons all the time. But I know certain people I play with, leave the heavy for them or leave this gun for them. And me being an average player, I'm well versed in just using whatever weapon I can get my hand on. Whether I'm good or not, hey, it's up in the air. But I do truly enjoy the fact that there's a lot more strategy to Apex, I feel like. Because in Warzone, there's ammo everywhere. Usually, you can get ammo crates to refill. That's not the case with Apex. I mean, obviously, you can get the black market stuff and you can create certain things. But for the most part, you're on your own. You need to find ammo. You need to share ammo. You need to manage your med kits. You need to manage your shields. You need to manage everything. And I really, really, really like that. So Apex is another one of the games we have people playing, and I'm probably going to be playing a little bit more of it. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite, and that's because Fortnite has their Christmas event right now. We used to have a Fortnite division. We're working on bringing stuff back. But for me, Fortnite, I don't know how they do it, but they get these collaborations. So right now, they brought back Marshmallow. Excuse me. So Marshmallow's back with an alternative skin and everything. They brought in Boba Fett, obviously, for the new season, the season of the Book of Boba Fett starting this week. And I truly don't know how they do it. I don't know how they get the rights. Obviously, they have to pay for it, but that means they're making a god-awful amount of money. Because Boba Fett is a Star Wars character. Same with the Stormtrooper they brought in. They just brought back a bunch of Marvel characters in the store. And one of the free items that they give away, they have like a Christmas giveaway, was one of the robots that patrol in the Matrix. And I was like, wait, they're giving away this for free? I know they did the John Wick stuff with Keanu Reeves in the past. I'm assuming there's going to be some, Matrix stuff eventually, because they have that one item they gave away for free. They gave away 2 characters for free so far. They gave away some weapon skins, an album. I'm caught up. I think I only have one gift left, but there's just it's a different game. You could win. I won. I was just going for achievements, and I ended up winning with 1 kill. And actually, what happened, which is kind of funny, it was 3 people left, me and 2 other people, and I'm shooting at the guy who's shooting at the other person. He kills that person, and I hit one of the new trees for this season, and the tree falls on him and kills him. Doesn't give me credit because I believe the other person had shot the tree too. But I ended up winning on a technicality. Now, There was a guy talking about how people are doing that now. They're knocking trees down when they're fighting, and that's helping them get away or kill. One cool addition they have is they do have the Spiderman Gauntlets, so you can actually throw webs, fly around, do your stuff. It's a lot of fun. It does make it more difficult when you're fighting in the end. The one good thing is when you're using the webs, if you hit the ground, there's a cooldown period for you to reuse it again. So you can keep your eye on the person, wait for them to hit the ground. I'm not good at tracking that yet. I'm still learning, but it is a lot of fun, surprisingly. I played it like 2 times before Fortnite. Little kid just threatening to kill me, saying crazy stuff. But now that I've gotten plenty of matches under my belt, I've gotten other people to join me and play, and it's just a fun game. It feels more casual. And when you're a streamer, like a lot of us are, it's so much easier to engage your audience when you can get into a gunfight and then have a chat. Get into a gunfight, have a chat. And you can talk. It's not that hard. They did get rid of my favorite gun, which was the automatic sniper. So that sucks. But I will say they have, it's the MK, I believe, and that has a higher zoom rate assault rifle. The Ranger is a slower rate. It does seem like it does a little bit more damage. They brought in an automatic shotgun. They have a pump shotgun. And then they have a new type SMG. And with the Christmas one, it's really fun to learn because they have so much stuff that you can... So they have a present. You throw the present, you break it open. Has a bunch of higher level weapons in it. They have a snowball launcher. You can actually throw snowballs themselves. Very similar to Warzone. I didn't know they had the snowballs in that. So, Warzone kind of copied, I think, a little bit. Because they've had snowballs before in Fortnite. So, I don't know. But Fortnite, I'm waiting because they are going to have the Foundation, which has been revealed to be The Rock. So they're going to have his character in. I'm currently working towards White Spider-Man, so I'm stoked for that. But, yeah, that's about it for the updates so far. Let us know what games you're looking forward to seeing. Tell us, what you look to see inside of the Discord or the website. We're working on our divisions. I'm going to be trying to get back doing this once a week. Hopefully have a guest for next week. Trying to bring my partner on, Tim, from my other podcast, and have some fun with him talking about, he's getting back into Warzone, and it's a big difference. Big difference from what it used to be. But check the link below. Go to our website. Sign up. We have a little bit of an approval process, but we want you guys to come through, have some fun, and maybe catch some games with you. That's the cool part. We're all about, hey, who's on? Who wants to play some Apex? Who wants to play some Warzone? Someone's always around. And even if you go in the general chat and ask, hey, what some other games people are playing, Discord, for those that don't know, has a thing on the side that says when someone's on playing. So you could technically log on and be like, hey, I see so-and-so, I'm FOMOcast Chris, is playing Fortnite. Let me hit him up and see if he wants to play some duos, or if you got 2 other people, you can play trios, quads, whatever you want to do. That's what we're here for. We're a community. We're not a FaZe clan. We're not nothing crazy big, but what we are is a community that wants to have fun, that wants to build relationships with other people, and we want to do something different with what we have going on. So we want to have fun. We want to not bolster, but make our competitive side a little bit bigger. But we do want to have fun in the process. So I want to thank everyone for stopping by, checking out the podcast. This is the video version on YouTube. If you're listening, go check out our YouTube. Check out the 9th Warhounds. We have some highlight clips, things like that on there. And you can see my pretty face, feeling much better from COVID. And Liquid Death, if you're seeing this, you should sponsor us. I love Liquid Death. It's amazing. It's refreshing. So, and then also make sure you visit, if you go to our website, all of our sponsors. Ma Energy is the big one that I've been having some fun with, drinking a lot of that stuff because it doesn't have the come down like an energy drink and things like that. So, but if you go to our website, all of our sponsors are there. You go on the Discord, we have a sponsors page. So make sure you check it out. Like I said, link is down below and you can have some fun with us. So thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys all for listening. I'm FOMOcast Chris. You can find me in the Discord and we'll see you guys next time.